Have people started wearing suits to comic conventions? No, those are S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who are there to recruit you. Because let's be honest, who is more detail-oriented, more voracious a reader, more open to the unusual than us comic book fans? Your training will begin on April 11th, so be sure to sign up now at joinshield.com. Who knows what classified documents you'll get access to, in addition to building your own official S.H.I.E.L.D. Acura vehicle? Well, actually, I know, and I suggest you head over to joinshield.com ASAP. I wonder if you have to buy your own suit. Nah.
Watching the Watcher, then you best have an excuse, 'cause the Watcher is always watching you. Jimmy Woo, Giant Man, Emma Frost, Ant-Man, Bucky Bird, Bucky Cat.
Another big comic convention played out last weekend, this time in San Francisco, as fans and publishers alike flocked to the city by the bay for WonderCon. And every convention needs its own breaking news. But don't worry, there's so much going on here at Marvel that we've got enough headlines for every convention this season. Here are my favorite ones coming out of WonderCon. Dracula is here to stay. Instead of just being a fang in the X-Men side, it was announced that Dracula is going to become a major player in the Marvel Universe at large. And the non-mutant he's going to try and suck dry is the Hulk. Mutant blood, gamma blood, the Marvel Universe is like Baskin-Robbins. This will all go down in the upcoming limited series Fear Itself, Hulk vs. Dracula, written by Victor Gischler with art by Ryan Stegman. Just last week, I named Jean Grey the greatest Marvel female character of all time, and wondered aloud when she'll be coming back from the dead. Well, at WonderCon, I got my answer. Not anytime soon. X-Men editors confirm that Jean Grey is not returning to the books in the foreseeable future, with the exception of the Age of Apocalypse version in the upcoming Uncanny X-Force arc. However, we also got a pretty neat teaser at the end of Wolverine number 7 that her memory will be burning through Logan's mind in issue number 8. A little of the Phoenix goes a long way. Mission Avengers? Yes, Warren Ellis will be handing out marching orders when he takes over Secret Adventures with issue number 16. Even cooler, each issue will be a standalone mission carried out by just a few members from Steve Rogers' roster. Action-charged character development done in one? Sign me up. We know what drove Magneto and Doctor Doom to evil, but what about the Red Skull? Well, finally you're going to find out as Marvel goes all true Hollywood story on Johann Schmidt. How did he become, as limited series writer Greg Pak puts it, the most terrifying Nazi of his day? And more importantly, what the hell happened to his face? Find out these answers and more as Pak and artist Mirko Kolak shine a light on one of Marvel's darkest villains. In just a short amount of time, it's become pretty clear that Jason Aaron is the best there is at what he does. And what he does is write Wolverine. Now Aaron is going to guide Wolverine through a fight that's been brewing for almost 40 years, Wolverine versus Cyclops. The first round begins this July with the kickoff of limited series X-Men SCHISM, written by Aaron with an all-star team of artists. A house divided cannot stand. You thought the Captain America Iron Man fight was bad. So, who's read Fear Itself number 1, huh? First off, I'd like to point out that the Watcher made an appearance, thank you very much. As for who hit Steve Rogers with a brick, you should be ashamed of yourself. I also thought that the parallels to FDR's New Deal was a nice touch and added a degree of realism to the whole capes and tights story. And say what you will about the Red Skull's parenting skills, but I thought it was pretty impressive that Sin wanted to resurrect him rather than rule Earth all by her lonesome. However, it seems like she's got a new father. Overall, between Sin's situation and the Thor-Odin man-god argument, it looks like the Marvel Universe has nothing to fear but daddy issues. And as for those new hammers, seeing as how Sin is worthy, who else do you think will fit the bill? Write your fearful thoughts down below. And now it's time for Tricerastack, my top 3 picks of the comics hitting stands next Wednesday, April 13th. First up is Journey into Mystery number 622, written by Kieran Gillen with art by Doug Braithwaite. How did you miss the first 621 issues? You didn't! Fear Itself has transformed Thor into this new title, focusing on the return of Loki. You just can't keep a good trickster god down. Next, you won't want to miss Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 157, written by Brian Michael Bendis with art by Mark Bagley. This is it! The death of Spider-Man right here, right now, for real. Finally, consider S.H.I.E.L.D. Infinity, written by Jonathan Hickman with art by a whole roster of talent. This one-shot gives you an in-depth look at the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, Nostradamus, and Nikola Tesla, all for S.H.I.E.L.D. And to think, now they want to recruit you. Last week on Graphic Debate, Al Schmel Inc. asked you which Marvel storyline from the 80s, 90s would you want to see get animated? Spider-Man, Maximum Carnage, X-Men Mutant Genesis, Secret Wars, The Onslaught Saga, or, my pick, Age of Apocalypse. Based on the comments, you agree with me! Age of Apocalypse was the top pick, with Secret Wars also getting a lot of love. Now, we're due for another Marvel Fact Hunter where I ask Marvel's editors your questions. So write them down below and I'll pick 2 of them for our April 22nd episode. And that's this week's The Watcher. I'm Grace Randolph for Marvel, Your Universe.
Marvel, Your Universe.